I'm just going to elaborate on what I've been talking about lately. Try to imagine yourself standing somewhere. Imagine a circle around you, just an imaginary circle drawn around you. Imagine that circle begins to expand evenly in every direction, with you remaining in the very center while it's growing bigger and bigger. It's expanding in every direction indefinitely. Now, do you think that if that were to continue, the circle keeps expanding with you staying right there where you stood in the middle, right where you started, with the circle expanding evenly in every direction? If that continued indefinitely, do you think you would always remain right in the middle? Does that make sense to you? It seems pretty obvious, like that's what would happen, right? Why wouldn't you? It's expanding evenly in every direction with you right in the middle. But here's why I mention this is because on the globe Earth, that circle would eventually reach the median of the globe, the three-dimensional surface that you're living on. And that's the biggest perimeter you're going to draw on Earth if it's a globe. So you're going to reach the median, right? Now that circle begins to shrink back down. And at that point, it's enclosing around there's a different center point at that point. That circle begins to shrink down around another area, a completely different area that you will no longer be in the middle of. You have to try to think this through with me. Once you pass the median or the equator, let's say if I was standing at the North Pole and I started doing this, the median is just halfway across the ball. Once you reach that point, that circle that's expanding has to start shrinking until it's all the way down to nothing on the complete other end of the world. Once it passes the median, now that circle is enclosing, it's shrinking down, and it's shrinking down with a completely different center point. You're no longer going to be in the middle of that expanding circle. It left you behind once it went past the median. That circle that you were in that started expanding, if you live on a globe, once it passes the median, it's encircling a different area. The circle flips around and it starts shrinking down around a different area entirely. If you believe you live on a globe, which I don't.